Just pulled up to the house. Don't feel like getting out.
Welcome back to the continuation of the Word for Royal Skit-A-Thon. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and hit that bell so you won't miss positive Sussex-friendly content and new episodes of the Word for Royal skits, all voiced by yours truly. Enjoy!
Did you see that the First Lady of Nigeria is siding with Meghan?
I'm not surprised. These people always stick together. I wonder how much did Meghan pay to have her backtrack?
Whatever the case, I'm not too thrilled that she's always coming out on top.
Oh, you beat me coming in here for once.
I suppose you heard the news about the First Lady of Nigeria siding with Meghan.
She what?
I'm also furious. Why does Meghan keep winning?
What are you doing in my office?
Meghan.
Oh? Tampon baby. The First Lady of Nigeria clarified that she made no offense to Meghan during her speech. Meanwhile, William's popping champagne bottles, making an absolute fool of himself. Oh. Hello, William.
This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. What is it, AI Kate? Meghan and
the First Lady of Nigeria.
I, for one, believes that we should strip her and those colored children of their titles.
Don't you think I've tried to make that work, Susan?
It's Sophie. Meghan might have won this time, but the sun shall rise and rise again.
Huh?
I've heard quite enough. Well, I haven't.
No one asked you, Samantha.
It's Sophie.
All of you, out of my office, at once. These awful pictures from that bloody Nigerian tour. Harold just knows how to do everything right every bloody damn time. And that woman, with her bare back and glistening skin. I wonder if it's as soft as I remembered. If only she wasn't black. But no one would know if you were mine. And no wife of mine would ever outshine me. What are you doing in my office, and who are you talking to? I was reading an email from Carol regarding more agreements to stop leaking information to the Spanish press.
Spanish press? Is that her way of staying in control?
Tampon baby. Meghan's letter to a Nigerian king was laid to the world to see. I admit that the letter was in good taste despite being an American.
Well, she is married to a royal despite him not being in his right mind. Hello, everyone. I knew you were all in here.
What do you want now, AI Kate?
To let you know that your web search history is in my system, and what I've seen is quite concerning.
Why are you reading my web search history?
I want to inform you to seek some professional help. Having the same scent as your brother is downright disturbing.
What's his favorite scent?
Meghan!
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
The divorce proceedings went through. We won. And we won big, Catherine. Thanks to that wanker Charles. What shall I wear to the troop of colours? It has to be better than...
Meghan!
Oh, who cares about that woman? We're going to find you the finest hats and dresses that money can buy. And nobody, not Slow-Mo Chuck, jackass-faced Carmela, or that bull-headed horse-faced William, is going to ruin your moment. We'll have the children there as well. I wonder if your father and I can get an invite. Mother, the deal was to give us everything we requested in exchange for this appearance. I'm going on a holiday after this. How's that score going? Do you think it'll be noticed? Perhaps we should let it be noticed. Let the world see William's late Christmas gift. Ew, yuck. Your breath is sticking up the car.
Your facelift is scaring the crowd.
Shut up, you old hag!
Smile and wave at the peasants, darling.
I'm sorry, Mommy, but I can't understand mumbles.
Wave.
I have nothing to say to you.
Come, George. Wave at the peasants.
Hurry, you stupid idiot!
Alright, let's get out of here.
Why are we in here?
You gotten everything you wanted, and you're still ungrateful about it?
I have nothing to say to you.
If I slap it back into you, will you get it then?
There you are. What are you doing here?
I should be asking you the same question. Perhaps I should be asking you all this question. What are you doing in my office? Pa, I'm done with these two witches.
If we're witches, then that makes you a bull-headed beast.
Tampon, baby. Despite the trip of colors bringing on global attention, Megan's raspberry jam and doggy treats seem to have topped us all. Even you, Kate.
Did you say Megan?
Don't get her started. The cow is only trying to trigger you after you made her completely invisible. Kate, tell your mouthpiece to stop speaking for you. Sucking titties should have ended decades ago. Ha ha ha. Good one, mother.
Oh, so you're on mother and son terms. Could have fooled me.
The purpose of this is that Kate showed up for me.
Despite still not being able to outtrend Megan.
Camilla, darling.
Why don't you disappear, Kate? Your husband doesn't want you. You don't want your husband. George will be attending Eton whether you want him to or not.
It would be my pleasure. And my son would not be attending Eton.
You have no choice on the matter.
How was Rose? Her back enjoying your bed as much as your bum enjoy getting pegged? Not as comfortable as your bank account, still not being able to be the size of your big fat mouth. Ah! Or your daughter's hideous facelift.
Your natural face gives children nightmares.
The subjection peasants bullying me was a walking nightmare.
Think of it this way, Tampon baby. You get to sleep in the best sheets while they sleep in filth and fleas. Of course they will envy the best.
Ho ho ho.
Why is Megan trending? What's so special about her raspberry tea and dog biscuits?
Especially when I already have jam to sell.
I certainly won't be buying it.
No one asked you, Matilda.
It's selfie.
Let's get out of here, Catherine.
It's starting to reek bull-headed bastard. You better watch your mouth. Or what? Are you going to beat me into a coma and leave me with the same exact scar you left above my daughter's eye?
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
The Taylor Swift photo op went perfectly. Even though I couldn't stand any of her record, just knowing that I got the money shot with her can show the whole world how relevant and hip I am.
Absolutely, Your Majesty. You look hip indeed.
And my dancing, was it better than Harold's?
It was splendid, William. You also look even more handsome than Harold.
Why, thank you, Sarah.
It's selfie. The children looked happy.
No one cares about those inconveniences. What's most important is how cool I look. I hope it gave her the most displeasure.
Absolutely, Your Majesty. You're going out strong.
What are you doing in my office? I've managed to get Taylor Swift a selfie with me.
Who in the bloody hell is Taylor Swift?
A popular singer.
Is it that pretty black one with the uh-oh?
Uh-oh?
Yes. Oh, no.
Oh no, that's Beyonce. She's very popular and was the one who invited Harry and that ungrateful Meghan to her concert.
Why bring out her when the topic's about me?
I'm so sorry, Your Grace.
Whatever Beyonce's sweet is, I don't care.
Taylor Swift and Beyonce are two different singers. Beyonce is a singer. Taylor is lucky. Don't you dare say that about my Taylor Swift. She was lucky enough to have met old William. Okay.
Tampon, baby. You practically handed that popular entertainer for a quick photo op. Meanwhile, Charlotte and George was the one who she preferred to take selfies with. And Trevor Noah, the boyfriend, was practically in the way. Oh, Hello, William.
Taylor Swift is dating Trevor Noah?
You're just jealous I got the money shot. I feel no such emotion.
Oh, you're here.
I thought you were on a secret holiday.
I was, until I found out you were stealing my tiaras.
I don't know what you're insinuating, but your accusations are false.
Don't insult my intelligence, Sally. It's Sophie, you mumbling idiot.
What are these two heifers talking about? I thought they were like sisters.
Sounds like the call are about tiaras. Aren't you in charge of the tiaras?
Yes.
So you're aware of the disagreement?
Yes.
You little mix.
Flirting with my husband in front of the entire world. You're not giving him the attention he needs. Don't pay attention to your own husband. Then perhaps you would be spending his evenings with some handsome pool boy.
Ooh.
Since when are tiaras more important than my photo ops with Taylor Swift?
Shut up, William. I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Mother, are you going to drink that entire bottle?
I can drink whatever I want. I can afford it after your husband paid us out our fair allowance.
I'm trying to ID Megan's look.
Why would you want to wear such a common attire? Isn't that gym clothes?
It would be sewed out, and where does that leave me? Behind.
What are you doing in my office?
Having all daughter and mother time while sipping on daiquiris, Your Majesty.
And you're also watching Megan standing there.
Standing where?
And Beverly Hills, did you see it?
Time pond, baby.
Prince Harry has won another award, but for his work making a positive impact for the veteran community. The award is called the Pat Tillman Award.
Harry has won what? I am incandescent with rage.
Why can't he give me a week to shine?
Because the world doesn't revolve around you.
Oh, shut up.
No, you shut up.
Why don't you both shut up? Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
That damn Harold upstaged me and thinks he can get away with it.
William, darling, what are you going on about this time?
My PR team has been working tirelessly to force that bastard to step down from that blasted award, and nothing, not even an old woman, 2 months mother, could prevent it.
But does she not have anything to do with the foundation? Why would you care?
Because it's Harold, he's always winning and upstaging me. Why is he so popular? Why can't anyone find me more handsome? I can ride blasted scooters. I mean, do I look handsome riding my scooter?
Yes, darling, you look very handsome.
And much stronger than Harold, right?
Yes.
What are you doing in my office? Trying to convince Harold on stepping down as the Tillman honoree, but it isn't working. And it's making me look bad.
You don't need Harvey to make yourself look bad. You've already accomplished that.
Why are you in here?
Because I want to be. Your mistress seems to not mind. Red Rose?
Tampon, baby. Harry will be honored with an award for some sports ceremony, while we look like an idiot on his scooter. Harry is being honored without paying for them. Oh, hello, William. I thought everybody pays for their awards.
Not Harry, apparently.
Oh, shut up.
You first.
Where's my tea-flavored popcorn when you need it?
Ho ho ho.
I have no interest in wasting any more of my time flirting with you.
You have enough of my money. Of course you would feel that way.
I also happen to hate you.
The fit is mutual.
Then that settles it. All of you, out of my office, at once.
How did Harold get a standing ovation? I am incandescent with rage.
It was beyond wonderful. And the suit he wore...
Oh, shut up. Every last one of you peasant helps are all the same with your compliments of my brother. He doesn't deserve it.
He is your brother. At least pretend to like him.
I should fire you.
What are you doing in my office?
to beg your papers to be as harsh to Herod as possible. I've already called my team and they're working on it.
The fact that he upstaged us again, even with my story of giving you a shout out, or however you youngsters say it, I am genuinely disappointed that he didn't think or mention me.
Why can't he just hide in a 14-bedroom mansion he said he would? I don't want a prophecy.
I'm still waiting on an invite to that California dream.
I thought that was a rumor.
Whatever it isn't any of your business.
It is when you're purchasing secret bachelor New York condos. Tampon, baby. Harry's acceptance speech was one for the books. Absolutely spectacular. And it reminds me of a younger version of you.
Really no?
Absolutely.
Ho ho ho.
In his dreams. Just like with Willie and his hairline.
Your wigs aren't very convincing. And the bum pads look atrocious.
That's because real men love bum pads.
Kit, did you see what Megan was wearing?
Did you say Megan? Then yes, I've seen her, and I need that dress.
My stylists have already found the brand and ordered it for me.
Aren't you a little too old to wear such a dress?
Why don't you go missing again?
Why don't you go back to your Turkish surgeon and ask for a refund?
Why can't you both disappear with the surgeon? My surgeon also does hair transplants, sporty.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
That 10-minute event that I don't care is finally over. Dreadful peasants.
They weren't that bad.
The old women were a bore and smelled terribly.
But they are your base.
I want Harold in that woman's space.
You want everything of Harold's.
Why are you questioning me all of a sudden?
Forgive me, Her Majesty.
What are you doing in my office? I'm depressed about Harold's popularity.
What's new?
Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan has an upcoming interview on CBS. What interview? And the Vice President of Colombia has invited Harry and Meghan to visit Colombia. Colombia did what? I am incandescent with rage.
When will that take place?
I don't know. That blasted kid won't hear the end of it.
Of course I wouldn't, because it ticks you off.
Why are you here?
To know you.
I ban you for ever being in my space.
Sounds like a you problem.
You are the problem.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Seeing Harold happy makes me incredibly miserable.
Seeing you miserable over your brother is heartbreaking. Why don't you give him a call?
How many times do I have to keep telling you this? I've never wanted him around any of my circle of friends. It's enough we have to share the spotlight. He seems relatable to peasants and everyone else. I hate that because I can never relate to everyone, including my own circle of friends.
Seeing you this miserable over your brother is heartbreaking. I understand why you want your own space, but you're both adults. Why don't you give him a call? You can use Harry to better your image. You know, arrange a public event together. That will show the UK as well as the world that you two finally get along and you have everything to do with it. And Meghan,
I can't better have them anywhere near me. They will outshine me, and Harold is protective of that woman.
but the family alliance will save your image.
I don't even remember you talking this much.
I only want what's best for you, darling.
You know what's best for me, darling?
What?
Your silence. What are you doing in my office? Why is Harold more popular than I am? I'm the future monarchy. This again? I'm not too fond of Harold's celebrity, but I know I am better than he is, as you are better than he is as well. We are both British monarchies. He's only a spare. Remember that, boy. Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan's trip to Colombia made our family once again look useless. I wish you would take my advice on staging a reconciliation through religious leaders. I'm considering it if it makes me look sympathetic to the world. It will only bring more attention to Harold and that woman.
I knew you'd be in here.
Kate, we're no longer married privately, so why are you still following me privately?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Kate, is that you?
How did you know?
Lucky guess.
I only came in here to tell Willie about Harry's New York trip in September.
What Harry's New York trip in September?
The Duke of Sussex will travel to New York in September. During UN General Assembly High-Level Week and Climate Week in New York City, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, will be in town to advance a number of his patronages and philanthropic initiatives, a spokesperson for Prince Harry said. He will participate in engagements with African Parks, the Halo Trust, the Diana Award, and Travelers. In addition, he will be furthering the work of the Oxford Foundation, a non-profit organization he co-founded with his wife,
Megan,
the Duchess of Sussex. More details will be shared as we approach the week of events.
The real Kate would never speak this clearly.
I am incandescent with rage! He's going to shine me again. Earthflap is my time to shine. That gingerhead bastard knew exactly what he was doing. Father, you must prevent this at once.
I'm the king of the UK, not the United States. You're on your own, helicopter prince.
When I'm finally king, I will find ways of taking care of Harold.
you can't even control your patronages. How can you take out Harry?
Oh, go back to the laboratory or recycling center.
Why don't you go invest in a hair transplant if you're not going to shave off the rest of that rock?
I can't take it anymore. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
I'm still furious that Harold has even made it to that man's funeral. Without telling me?
I thought you no longer wished to speak with your brother.
Oh, shut up.
And you have to cancel the New York trip you were going to cancel anyway, as well as cancel any more outings that involved Kate.
I know what I've done. You don't have to repeat it unless you want an early termination. What are you doing in my office? Moping as usual. Harold tricked us again. And it made me look like the bad guy.
You make yourself look like the bad guy.
At least I'm not a deadbeat.
Harold is all ticket to the global admiration. If I pretend to want a relationship with him and share it to the press, it would make me, us, look supportive.
He doesn't deserve my time.
Yet you're using less important family members to do your job. If I had half your stamina and age, I'll be on a plane visiting a deserving country and the Commonwealth.
Tampon, baby. Megan is investing in handbags that I even find appealing. I just need your approval in investing in my own handbags.
You don't need to invest in anything other than investing in being my queen.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, Camilla. Oh.
Pardon me, your highnesses, but did you request I take on some royal duties?
Yes, Sally.
It's Sophie.
You and my brother will visit the African countries.
Oh dear.
Someone has to.
William or Kate won't, despite William wanting to be the king of Africa. Africa is mine, not hers.
Then why not go?
I'm busy.
Doing what?
Getting pegged by one of his mistresses.
Why are you here, Kate?
To make your life miserable.
AI, Kate?
Not this time.
You look as if you've never been sick. Is it fresh Botox? A facelift?
Yes and yes. By the way, you definitely need more than Botox and facelifts.
Remind your husband to finish paying for your speech therapy, you mumbling idiot.
Whore.
Jezebel.
Ladies, not in front of the men.
Neither of you are apprised.
What about you, boy?
Rosie?
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
My beard has finally grown out. Don't I look handsome?
You look something.
And what is that supposed to mean?
What are you doing in my office?
to ask why you haven't told me that Harold was invited to all these prestigious events. Where were my invites? Perhaps you should be going over that with your own team. That is if they haven't already walked out. My bid is supposed to make me appear more distinguished, more like a statesman. Yet Harold keeps getting these gigs. Do I not exist?
Why on earth do you believe that facial hair has that much impact? Harold is getting these gigs because he's not lazy.
I'm not lazy.
You've always been lazy.
Tampon, baby. Harry had major events in New York and has received praise from the most important leaders at these events. You don't see William at these events because of that silent temper of a beard. Oh, hello, William. I was invited. I was too busy to attend.
Too busy or too much of a coward to share the spotlight with your brother?
Oh, shut up. Harold will never be king.
Who said anything about kings? I'm simply calling you out on being afraid of Harold.
I'm not afraid of Harold. I wouldn't waste my time trying to convince William of doing anything. Why don't you go eat some hay? Why don't you shave off the hay like you called Bill out of that disgusting face? It isn't as if I tried to communicate with Harold. I simply can't stand him. For being a far more popular and better looking brother, I'd hate him as well. Oh, shut up. Make me. I'm not your wife. Thank the heavens for that.
Did someone call me?
Oh, God. Best actress in any infomercial, Princess Kate Middleton.
Yes. Will's organism really made all non-existent romancing real.
I couldn't stand touching you.
Likewise, Parody.
And that still isn't enough for the separation and divorce settlements?
I need more.
I've given you everything.
And I'm not done yet.
Well, I am. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
The oracles from the Hollywood Reporter did not work.
My apologies, Your Majesty.
How does Harold have all the fun? Did you see him with Jimmy Fallon of all people? I am incandescent with rage.
Oh, brother.
Harold grew a beard and he gets everything he wants. I grew a beard and I get nothing. Not even Africa, and that's my country.
Africa is a continent, sire.
Oh, shut up. What are you doing in my office? I'm in distress, Paul.
Is it about Harold?
He has freedom and I don't.
The price we pay for power.
Well, I want both. If I had it my way, Harold wouldn't have any options of ever leaving here.
As a spare, he has that option.
And the media's going against me again, linking me to drug dealers, while the Heritage Project lost their case for Harry. It seems as if whatever I touch turns into shite. Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan are going to Africa, and guess who's jealous? Oh. Hello, William. My bid has brought nothing but trouble. I should stop eating to protest how unlucky my life has become. Is that what they're calling it nowadays? I'll go find a Daily Mail reporter to gossip with. I'll roll out that you'll find an American tabloid to expose your 50 lies to.
Why must you fight with my wife? Don't you have your own wife to fight with?
He doesn't have a wife.
Oh, yes, he does. You're not divorced yet. For once, Kate is right. Nonsense. That advert showcasing your romance is quite convincing, minus your occasional grimaces. We were watching the same video. It was a day of misery for me.
Oh, well, the point of the video is to see how beautiful I look.
I thought it was about you getting over cancer.
Whatever it was, it has nothing to do with you.
Why don't you two kiss and make up already?
You're not divorcing, secretly separated, or expecting any children. If I were you...
Well, you're not.
Don't talk to my mother that way.
Well, if she acts like a lady and a mother, then perhaps you and your sister would have turned out ideal.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Winnie, why are you in your father's office again?
I'm beyond furious about Harold's African trip, and it's none of your business regarding this office, so go moan about that woman in red.
What woman in red?
Megan, that woman.
Wait, Megan was unemployed again?
What are you doing in my office?
Megan was unemployed. Do you have any idea how devastating that is?
My main concern is myself and my wife's image. Why would I care about some American doing American activities?
No shock there. It's always about you and that horse. Tampon baby. Megan, the Duchess of Sussex, was seen supporting an LA Children's Hospital.
I hate her.
No one asked you. By the way, if you give up your fake illness and laziness, then you too shall have self-respect.
Self-respect? Coming from a harlot.
You have the same exact history, beloved. Befriending one of William's girlfriends just to steer him right under her delusional nose.
That's enough.
Only if Mika shut up.
It would help if you would shut up first.
You never defended me.
You don't deserve it.
Your beard looks hideous.
That woman is more attractive than you are.
Harry is much better looking and more popular than you'll ever be.
I thought about Megan the last time I bothered sleeping with you.
That was back in 2018. You bald-headed, horse-teeth imbecile.
Better to be an empty brain imbecile. Kate needs to take them out of their marital misery and divorce already.
That will never happen in my lifetime. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once. Such a splendid morning in Australia.
Boo.
You committed genocide against our people. Give us our land back. Give us what you stole from us. Our bones, our skulls, our babies, our people. You destroyed our land. Give us a treaty. We want a treaty in this country. You are a genocide. This is not your land. This is not your land. You are not my kids. You are not our kids.
What in the bloody hell is this?
You know how some anti-monarchy protesters are incredibly irresponsible.
Disrespectful and unappreciative of their king, to be exact.
And all the state leaders have turned down your invitation on meeting with them.
Well, with the exception of a couple. I beg your pardon.
I was as confused, and no one has returned any of our calls.
I will also pull the cancer card on those idiots. Who do they think they are? Disrespecting their king. Who's calling my phone? Assistant, answer my call. William?
I've heard about Australia disrespecting the crown. If I were king, I'd make for certain that they get no aid or money from any of us. This chair is quite comfortable.
What are you doing in my office?
Laughing at how idiotic you look. I'd step down if you want to save the crown.
Why don't you go and attend the outings you concert this year? As a matter of fact, aren't you supposed to end homelessness?
Tampon baby. Megan's red dress is still the talk of the UK. I'm surprised you even joined him on this trip. I need to wear that dress on my next Asian holiday. Will you buy it for me, tampon baby? I'm sure your boyfriend Rivik is looking forward to seeing that nightmare, you in that dress. Is that pubic hair still growing out of your face?
Camilla, darling, don't lower yourself to where my awful son wants you to go. He's miserable that his marriage didn't help his status.
I'm heir. That status is enough for any man.
And I have youth in cinema. You're over 40, and I'm still your king. You still bow to me, you ungrateful bastard.
My facelift isn't working.
Story of my life. As well as these blasted claws and bunions. Oof.
I thought it was going to work.
If you thought for a second that would save our marriage,
I'm over you, body.
I'm certain you haven't gotten over Megan's magical red dress.
Did you say Megan's red dress?
Yes, this red dress.
Why does she look so young? Even her neck is beautiful.
And her hair. Perhaps you should ask who styles it, since none of your hair has ever fallen out, amongst other things.
Megan.
Oh, God.
Megan. Megan. Why does he always get the best dresses?
She looked radiant. Yes, she does.
Oh, shut up, you bald-headed scarecrow.
Megan will always be the better woman than you, even after all the money I poured into getting you to look and act like her. What is this alert? My assistant? What do you want?
It's regarding Prince Harry, Your Majesty.
What about Harold?
Click on the video.
What in the hell? Is he surfing?
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 Oh, he looked so handsome.
Harold is surfing? I am incandescent with rage! And in the bloody Pacific Ocean of all places. And he looks...
Happy? Yes, he looks very happy.
Happy for being a commoner.
He's doing what he wants to do at his own time. Many commoners get to live this way despite not having everything.
It's what you used to want for yourself before we were married. Remember our talks? As a matter of fact, you were doing all the talking. I was listening.
Please tell me it's AI generated.
Unfortunately for you, it's an actual place called Kelly Slater's Surf Ranch, and it's in California. And he's surfing.
Grrr. He gets his adventurous gene from your grandfather and myself.
What?
Yes, I love skydiving and once breakdowns with a bunch of colors. My polo was also top tier.
I can't take it anymore. There has to be tons of fake divorce stories that will float this one.
It's quite the opposite.
Can't get a divorce if you're buying another house in Portugal, allegedly. What did you say?
I'm told it was rumors, but you never know with that boy.
A home in Portugal?
I wouldn't be surprised if it had as many rooms as the California home. I have to speak with my therapist.
That poor woman.
I fired her years ago. My therapist is now a man. Not a poor man. First, Harold leaves and abandons our family, floats around with his American wife who doesn't respect Maine. Then they buy a mansion with my mother's money.
Diana has 2 sons.
He gets all this praise from the Invictus Games, Santa Burnley Polo Games, the Oxford Foundation, flying to the South Pole.
And Megan gets praise for dresses.
Who cares about the damn dresses?
Yes, you can really grow a beard.
You should have followed the old bat's advice.
William never listens to anyone's advice. My mother felt beards never suited him.
Harold appears on these night shows, even after exposing our private family moments.
Well, in his defense, we have been leaking all of his information on top of lying on his character. And Megan deserves it because she took him away from me. Us.
Are you AI, Kate? Your speech is quite clear.
Exactly me. I've been using AI to speak for me.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
I just finished a job of doing absolutely nothing, and... Why are you calling me?
I sent a screenshot of an interesting article.
The 50 hottest men of all time. Did I make the list?
No, you didn't. But Harry did.
Harry did what? I am incandescent with rage.
What's new?
What are you doing in my office? Harold made a list of one of the hottest men of all time, and I didn't. What about me? I'm hot. Tampon, baby. Harry made number 25 of the hottest men of all time, and I would pinch Harry's little derriere if I could.
Camilla, darling.
It's true. Oh, shut up, all of you. And I wouldn't hear any of it from that blasted Kate.
Too late. Even though they forgot to include Roger Federer.
Who cares about Roger Federer? It's ridiculous how Harold gets all this praise while I'm left hanging in the cold.
You've gotten everything you asked for your entire life because you are the heir. Harry is the blasted spare. He's only getting this recognition out of sympathy.
If that were the case, then why hasn't really won any of these awards aside from Body of the Year?
Harry mentioned his children and her in his latest book.
Harry has a book.
No.
Then what are you talking about, Kate?
Megan. Harry dedicated his paperback book to their children, his mother, and Megan.
So?
Why did he mention me? I was an important part of his life, but an American took him from me. He needs to return to us immediately. We are his family.
Why would I want him in my spotlight? Here. He puts people against us. Against me. I would never forgive him for that. My God, William, has the Ted milk dried up from your mouth yet? Wear some bloody shoes on your Kate's hoofs. While I wear my hoofs, you can collect your feeding bag, you moose-fisted fool.
I've had quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Choo! Achoo!
Oh, Camilla, darling.
Next is blasted horse infection.
But you're still my beautiful queen.
Oh, Charlie. Oh, oh, oh.
Ugh, I've got a mattress for that bastard William. And he's calling me right now. What do you want?
Another day of getting praise in South Africa.
Praised?
More like protesting. What does that have to do with me?
I own Africa, and not Harold, and you make sure you informed him of this during your private conversations.
Okay.
They were asking about your brother Harry.
I'm sure they were. He practically lives there.
They were also protesting, which caused me concern.
Why don't you two accept that I am more popular than Harold?
You sure about that? Why didn't anyone invite me to the stick party?
Wah!
I thought you were sick.
Oh yes. Cough. Cough. I am.
I told you that putting your bed in my office would be an awful idea.
I like the natural light in here. It makes me think of stables.
Does anybody want to hear about my flop in Africa?
No!
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office.
I'm sleeping in your office, remember?
Oh, right. Disconnect this call. At once.
I can't take it anymore, Mum. William has called me out on everything, including the Remembrance Day balcony. I had to force myself in with the dress and hat I've worn before. I raised you to be a fighter, Catherine. Do not give up. But Mom, I've been shunned. There's no use of me. I've given him airs. I faked an illness. I've been, what's that word again? What word? Stunned. Is that correct? Pushed out, stunned. Do you mean shone? There's no use of me. I've given him airs. I've even faked an illness. You did it to clear your image.
What are you doing in my office?
Your son has abandoned my daughter.
I've no control over what goes on in that man's life.
But you're the king.
And you're a peasant. What's your point?
Tampon, baby. The blasted horse infection is no longer contagious, but it's taking a lifetime for my voice to return.
That blasted hero is on another rampage. That bastard made it to the Time 100 Climate Change Leaders of 2024. Have they forgotten about me? Earth's flop? I am incandescent with rage.
Why are you mistreating my daughter?
How does Travelers get all the feminine attention? Why can't they reward my Earth flop?
Because Harry is a lot more interesting.
Oh, shut up.
Why are you pretending I don't exist?
My Earth flop is more important than that bloody Travelist.
You need to shave that uneven whiskers. You will never be Harry. He's a statesman. You cosplay as one.
You need to leave this marriage. I'm sick of you.
I'm never leaving.
Not without a rifled conversation.
It's always about money with you two.
Coming from a royal slumlord is better than being a scammer.
Aren't they both the same?
You sound awful.
And you look awful without the Botox and fillers.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once. What a fine evening. I quite enjoyed our evening at the movie premiere.
Yes, Your Majesty. It was quite lovely.
I would like to reminisce on that moment.
Again?
Yes, again. Is Denzel Washington really at the premiere?
Yes, sire.
I'd like to meet him at this moment.
Yes, sire.
Sire? Where is he?
He was still meeting fans at the meet and greet.
His response was, I make my own rules. The audacity, right? Then I shall wait. Wait, what? I'm trying to associate myself with as many Americans as possible. He is one of my favorites, Harold. And I hear that he lives down the street from Harold.
Oh, really? You think you can perhaps get any updates regarding the prince?
Oh, poop. I just want to meet Denzel Washington.
Then we shall meet with him shortly.
I didn't know I was supposed to grab your hand or not. How you doing there, Charles? What do I call you? Charles would be quite nice. What role are you playing? What role are you playing?
I'm just an awful man. I'm a lovely man. You'll see. I'm a lovely chap.
You've been in many films. It's fantastic. Thank you. Yes, it was fantastic. A wonderful night indeed. He also invited me over for tea whenever I visit LA.
Oh, really? I don't remember that in the conversation.
Well, he said it.
Dumb peasants, all of them, embarrassing me that way today. Why are you in my office throwing another tantrum? Peasants heckled me today in front of everyone. I will surely have them all arrested if they do it again.
Unfortunately for us, they have that right, and we all have hiccups. I certainly endured my fair share.
You were cozying up with Hollywood elites while I was harassed and humiliated.
Tampon, baby.
Now that this horse infection is completely gone, it will take a while before my voice gets brought together. Let's focus on more important details, such as Megan being out and about with friends in Los Angeles, California to support her hair colorist and friend Katie Lee. Or is it Katie Lee? Or is it Kiddy Lee? She's also an investor in her friend's highbrow hippie hairline.
Nobody cares about that.
It made the news, just as your public humiliation.
Oh, shut up.
You first, body.
Megan rumors out and about with friends over hair. Why didn't anyone tell me?
I just did. Oh, I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
There he is again, getting a standing ovations and praise. I am incandescent with rage.
Darling, you're going to pop a vessel with your temper.
But it isn't fair. And how come he never plans his trips? Why the surprises? And why does the press let him get away with it? What are you doing in my office? Harold made a surprise appearance at a sporting event to promote his Invictus games. Suddenly they booed. Of course not. In fact, they were cheering him on and asking for selfies and autographs. The bastard tried to make me look bad.
And Megan?
What about her? The camera showed her taking a shower earlier that evening and...
Wait, did you just say cameras showed her taking a shower?
Oh, I didn't say that.
I just heard you.
Tampon baby. Harry made a surprise appearance in Canada to promote his Invictus games. He had a positive response and was seen looking like a man who was happy in life and in health. Can't say the same thing about William. Oh, hello, William. And no one protested and booed at him. It was clearly a photo op. I don't know. Harry has always been the more popular brother. Oh, shut up.
Not even Willie can naturally get good press unless he pays for it.
At least I don't have to fake an illness to go viral.
And why is your mistress here with us? You're never going to be Queen Rose.
Leave her out of it.
I'll never divorce him.
I'll find a way.
And what does that mean?
Exactly what it means. It means you're going to be Queen Rose, Peters.
King Charles, do you hear them?
Paul's the blueprint regarding marrying your preference. Right, Paul?
When are you shaving off the rest of that hair?
When you finally get your horse a better face.
Perhaps you can get tips from your boxed-faced wife. Wait, why am I lowering myself to your status?
You can't do anything about her security. Every plot we initiated failed.
What plot?
If you have to ask, then you'll surely never know.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Why must you insist on following me? I don't want you.
Seeing that I am your wife, I have every right to follow you.
You weren't trying to follow me when you were making that disgusting display in front of the cameras, embarrassing me in front of the world.
I was tired of the figgery. Now kiss me under the mistletoe.
Absolutely not. And I thought we agreed that you're only my wife in public.
In front of the cameras?
Don't you have a hair appointment somewhere?
What are you doing in my office?
Following my husband around until he acknowledges that I'm his wife in public and in privacy.
Why don't you go set up a fake Christmas piano performance and get off my back?
Perhaps you should go find something to do, Catherine. Where are your children?
I don't know. Studying?
Tampon baby. Harry is trending due to his response on his status of his marriage with Meghan.
And
they are not getting a divorce. And he feels sorry for his trolls.
what does he see in Meghan?
Do you really want to know?
No.
And what about me? Is there any news about me? Nobody cares about you. I would like to add that Meghan and other A-listers were out celebrating and honoring a tall black American man named Perry Taylor.
Did you mean Tyler Perry?
Yes, that black man. And Meghan was quite excited.
Where? I want to see.
Help yourself.
Why does he look so young?
Oh, black do not crack.
Meghan? Meghan?
We should stop her before she fully malfunctions.
Megan!
She's not my problem. And why is everyone ignoring the fact that I will be having a meeting with Donald Trump and Paris?
Megan!
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office at once.
I'm quite proud of you on making a Time magazine list. There must be some love for William.
It was money always spent and nothing more.
That Christmas display last week was insufferable. I don't blame William one bit.
Only because of his money.
It's also your money.
I'm not allowed to wear tiaras unless Charles or William approves.
It's a man's world. Bureaucracy is as strong as it was when I was a young girl.
Unfortunately, I hate beauty crafts.
Beauty crafts?
Isn't that what you just said, Mother? Beauty crafts?
What are you doing in my office?
To celebrate my Time magazine victory.
So they accepted a payment. Splendid for William. He's really going after it next year with Harold's traveling company getting much recognition this year.
Who cares what William thinks? I won that Time contest fair and square.
Tampon, baby. Megan looked pretty in pink at the front of the baby shower and quite happy. I wonder why.
Because she has Harry.
What about Harold?
Did he win another achievement award?
Well, really? Thank you for my Time magazine victory.
Ugh, whatever.
It was also supposed to be my win, but I somehow managed another arrangement with them.
Success?
You'll see when it comes. When are you gonna do the right thing by my daughter? She gave you 3 heirs, stayed thin for you, and you still would not give her the time of day. Just we happen that I got the press to believe she's spending Christmas with my children and myself. Is your boyfriend or girlfriend spending it with you? And how much are their allowances? My money has nothing to do with you or your rolling down businesses. We're not talking about my businesses, we're talking about my daughter's security. Your daughter decided her own security when she refuses to accept that this marriage is as fake as her illness. It's been over years ago.
I'm never leaving. Not without my children.
They're my children, and you can have more children with some other bloke, but it won't be me.
Kate, Carol, I can arrange for something.
And I am telling you, I'm not.
You've already sang that song, sweetie. It didn't work the last time.
How does Megan do it? Have a husband who still wants her. Even Charles still wants you. Even after you taking your sugar babies on holidays with you.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
I can't believe you showed that disgusting advert to the world. Have you no shame?
You're envious of my relationship, as you are with Harold and Megan.
At least they're attractive. You two are old.
I'll have you know that even old people have needs.
Your needs no longer work.
That may be true, but the purpose of those adverts are for more money in our accounts.
Tampon, baby. Harry and Meghan have released their holiday family card that features some of their journeys of the past year, as well as the back of their children. And boy, are those Spencer genes dominant.
They're still gingers. How charming.
Of course he has to upstage me in every possible way. But he needs to realize that once I'm king, his children belong to me.
I don't care for Harold always dominating our spotlight, but you need not worry about his children.
Especially since you keep mine for my access.
What part of you're no longer needed do you not understand?
I don't need anything from you other than my financial and property agreement settled.
What I do need are AI photo shoots of us and the children at a beach or in one of the gardens. You can be barefoot like Megan and the peasants.
I refuse to do any more photo shoots with you since you threw me under the bus last year.
You've clearly been forgiven thanks to your faux illness.
You make me ill. Why are you you suddenly bringing up holiday photoshoots anyway?
Harry and Meghan released a holiday card, and the children are quite beautiful. And, get this, Kate, they're gingers.
Like Harry?
Exactly.
Meghan, it's all her fault.
How was it her fault?
Take a look at this photo.
And she looks quite happy.
What do you expect out of a happy match?
Great sex.
Pardon?
They clearly use hay mist.
I've heard quite enough. Now, all of you, out of my office, at once.
Hello, and happy holidays to all of you. I'm here to give you the best Christmas gift you could possibly give your partner. And that's my perfume, Hey Mist. It will give your partner the strength they need to fill you up. Listen to how it does my husband Charles.
I want to feel my way along you, all over you, and in and out. Particularly in and out.
I knew it would revive me. I can't bear another night without you.
Or, God forbid, a tampax. My luck to be chucked down a lavatory and go on forever swirling around on the top, never going down. And I can't resist your horsey fragrance.
Now available in all stores. Grab it today and happy holidays.
Fa la 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 la, hey me. Silent night, holy night.
All is calm, all is bright.
Round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild.
Sleep and heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Thank you for purchasing Hey Mist.
I can't believe that people are actually buying that garbage.
More interested in any of your earth shit products?
Did you just...
I did.
Why are Harry and Meghan's Christmas cards more popular than ours?
And that come as a surprise to you?
Yes.
Don't listen to that imbecile.
Who are you calling an imbecile?
You.
You're an unattractive light bulb.
Kate, get a hold of yourself.
I certainly would not. Really has always been a bully to me, and I'm only standing up for myself for once.
Well, I'm standing up because all of you, out of my office, at once.
And that concludes this edition of the Welfare Royal Skit-A-Thon. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you won't miss out on positive Sussex-friendly content and silly Welfare Royal skits. You can also follow me on TikTok, Blue Sky, and check out my Amazon storefront for Duchess Meghan's inspired fashions. I look forward to making more skits within my content for all of you to enjoy. My name is Deanna, and you are watching Thriving with the Sussexes. I'll talk to you soon.